And those are the starting lineups. Lots of interesting matchups tonight. Stick around. We'll be right back with more. Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us for NBA action on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan along with Greg Anthony and Brett Baird. David Aldridge will be reporting from the sidelines. Hey, Dave.
Hey, Kevin. Jrue Holiday is in his 8th season with the Pelicans. He said, "I've been here the longest with the possible exception of the security guard. There was a ball boy who was here before me, but now he's one of our coaches." Kevin, he's still all in and trying to help the Big Easy get back to the playoffs.
Terrific. David, thanks. All teams tonight, Greg, love to push the ball up the floor, even off made shots.
You know, trying to find an opening before the half-court D can set up. I think you're going to see more and more of that every year.
I agree. Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday, and it's Lopez in at the 5. And for the Rockets, Harden and Gordon are out on the wings. Then there's DeMarcus Cousins, and it's Wall, and it's House in at the power forward. So the Bucks win the tip. Holiday against Wall. Here's Antetokounmpo, and the dunk by Giannis.
Yeah, I don't think you're stopping Giannis on a drive like that. He just takes off in one stride, gets by everybody.
And as much as Holiday brings to your offense, it's his defense that's repeatedly recognized.
When you make all NBA defensive teams, and you're smart and strong and quick like Jrue Holiday is, I think not only does the reputation start to build, but your confidence in disrupting somebody else by playing that way is something you rely on.
And really, on top of all else Harden does for you at this end, he's a tremendous free throw shooter, around 85% for his career. Clutch.
Antetokounmpo passes to DiVincenzo. They're running. And there's Cousins. That's good on the assist from Wall.
They start that play with aggressive defense, finish with aggressive offense.
Well, a lot of times coaches will tell you that if you play great defense, you're going to get a reward. It's a good possession all the way around.
Oh, Kev, he put some anger behind that one.
You're telling me. Gordon against Middleton. Harden outside. Cans it from downtown. Harden's got 6.
It doesn't matter how a defense plays him. Harden is going to make sure that the three-point shot is a primary weapon.
Now here's Giannis. A shot by Holiday. Nobody around. Antetokounmpo.
That's what he gives you, a big-time presence on the glass.
And you know what, Greg? Once he gets his hands on it, he's not even thinking about kicking it out.
So his competitiveness right now is why the teammates love him.
Middleton outside. There's the lob. Antetokounmpo, and the dunk by Giannis.
That's a nice toss up there, so you got to like the timing. But, of course, that's Giannis. He's going to grab anything.
Cousins dishes to Gordon. Pass to Wall. He kicks it to Harden. Shoots over DiVincenzo. Harden, no good.
Well, he's a guy that count on to produce from the mid-range. He doesn't miss too many open looks from there.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Wall. That is his first foul of the game. Houston making some changes. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Cousins. Christian Wood comes in for Danuel House. And it's Ben McLemore in for Eric Gordon. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Portis, he's checked in for Lopez. Torrey Craig comes in for Chris Middleton. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Jrue Holiday. Here is Harden. Following the 3 by Milwaukee. That one goes. Count it. 8 points for him. 1:12 left to play in the first. The Bucks trail. Portis. One up, one down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Well, if you're giving up that much height, the only thing that you can do as a defender is to foul him.
Knocked loose. And the layup falls. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
It reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
Now, here's Antetokounmpo. 8 points for him.
Yeah, go ahead and get in front of that if you want to. Man, with a dunk by Giannis.
Outside, Wall. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Here's Antetokounmpo. It's hauled in by Wood. Here's Harden on the wing. 8 points for him. Passes it to Wood. Harden left side. James Harden getting it done for Houston. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. And we'll be right back after this. Earlier on, we ran into Bobby Portis, who explained the origin of the underdog label.
You know, I think the underdog story, started when I was a kid.
And Greg, playing with the chip on his shoulder, has served Portis well.
Some guys try to block out the haters. Portis uses it as fuel to keep achieving more.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. Let's quickly break down the game we've seen so far from the Rockets, guys.
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
Well, if they wanted to start well, this would be it. They seized momentum right away, and they just didn't let it go in that quarter.
On the court for the Bucks, we've got DJ Augustine, Antetokounmpo out there with Portis, and it's Craig in at the 3 spot. Here's Connaughton, Wood with the block, and it's out of bounds. The Bucks able to retain possession here. Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile 1 block.
And early in the game, a defensive play like that goes a long way, establishing the attitude you want.
Eric Gordon, he's checked in for the Rockets. Brook Lopez is checked in for Milwaukee. Greg, how special was it for you that you had your number 50 retired at UNLV?
You know, that's something that I can honestly say. As a kid, you dream about a lot of things, winning, playing at the highest levels. That's something I never really fathomed, was to have your jersey hanging up in an arena. That was a surreal moment, a really cool moment, and it was awesome to be able to share it with my family and friends.
And people probably don't know that you grew up in Las Vegas, so it was probably doubly special, wasn't it?
Exactly, born and raised.
Connaughton passes to Augustine. Can't connect from short range. Houston in the lead. Outside Gordon. And it's Gordon finishing it off.
Great concentration from Eric Gordon, who caps off the drive with the basket.
A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. And Augustine kicks to Craig. Outside Portis. Augustine passes to Portis. And Portis throws it down.
Very little resistance against that throwdown.
No, not what they want to see in a game this close, Greg.
On one side, inspiration. On the other, devastation.
And now the first timeout called here for the Rockets. So for the Rockets, Cousins comes in for Christian Wood. And Daniel House subbed in for John Wall. The Bucks also changing it up. Chris Middleton's checked in for Torrey Craig. Dante DiVincenzo comes in for Pat Connaughton. And it's Holiday in for Augustine. Shots good by McLemore.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. He just served him up.
Here's Holiday. Here's Lopez. Goes back up. And the rejection by Cousins.
Offensively, you better respect the reach of DeMarcus Cousins. Terrific at getting a hand on that one and swatting it away.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Here's Holiday after Eric Gordon's bucket. It's stolen by McLemore. A minute 20 left in the first half of the game. House the pass to Tucker. Now here's McLemore. Defended by DiVincenzo. Shots good by McLemore.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Bucks trail by 9. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
And Milwaukee calls their first timeout of the game.
And doesn't like how things are going right now.
The timeout before the timeout here, maybe just to cut off the momentum and have a chit-chat with the team to settle down.
Antetokounmpo's checked in for Milwaukee. Bryn Forbes comes in for Dante DiVincenzo. Now here is Holiday. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring hit from him. Middleton outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Milwaukee needs to get off a shot here. It'll go. The Rocket lead is cut down now to just 6 points with that basket from Holiday.
Feeling more and more comfortable in this offense. It's just Chris Middleton making a play.
Here is House. Back to McLemore. Gordon deciding where to go with it. And it's Houston with another.
This story in the second quarter much different than the one in the first. We're finally seeing some aggression.
And here's Holiday who will bring it up for the Bucks. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Fades and shoots. And there are the Bucks with another bucket.
Well, defenders have to worry about the drive so much that they might be reluctant to close out far enough. Giannis recognized space, drilled it.
And we've reached halftime in this one. Rockets lead by 6. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. Here with Coach Mike Budenholzer. Coach, probably not the defensive effort you were hoping for thus far.
Yeah, no, our defense isn't where it needs to be. I think they're getting open looks. We're overshifting, and then we're not committing to shooters. Just not a very good defensive effort.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow. Right here on 2K Sports.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to see you back here on our halftime show. Well, actually, we can't see you, but you can see us, but you get it. Ernie Johnson, Kenny. James Harden was the man in the first. He had 8 points, and as great as James Harden has been, his game has attracted its share of critics. They say flops, travels, or that he dominates the ball. Jack, what do you think?
Listen, haters gonna hate. He's playing at an all-time great level right now. And when they're winning, dribble, 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 dribble. Dribble, 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 dribble.
Well, of course, it's judged not by what they do in the regular season, but what they do in the postseason. So, silence those critics. You got to get that.
And that's a wrap for our halftime show, the third quarter.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You look at Antetokounmpo, and this game has been everywhere.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. Taking a look at the Rockets. Harden and Gordon are out on the wing. And it's Wall. Then there's DeMarcus Cousins. And it's House in at the 4 spot. And G.A. Chris Middleton over his career, much improved on the defensive end.
A true two-way player. I tell you, that 6'11" wingspan helps. Able to use that length to bother shots and disrupt passes.
And it goes down 2 points.
And Harden is a nightmare in the pick and roll. Just a clever combo guard who is completely unpredictable.
Here's Giannis. Good on the bucket.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish. And last season, Giannis Antetokounmpo welcoming his first child into the world.
And maybe now an MVP at home as a most valuable papa. The mother of his son was a volleyball player in her day. So you got to think, as this kid grows up, maybe the recruits are sending letters already.
Wood, he's checked in for the Rockets.
And arguably no one in the NBA draws more attention than Harden. Part of why he creates so many opportunities for others.
Antetokounmpo, no good.
And what should have been a simple pass and finish ends up in a missed opportunity on that alley-oop attempt.
And you'd like to keep things a little more simple, and that was a play that didn't quite develop the way they wanted it.
He is a monster in transition. Wall operates in the open court at an elite level. Not sure there's anyone who finishes better on the break.
And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Well, he's been carrying them all night on offense, but at some point, he's going to need some help.
The pass to Wood. Harden against Antetokounmpo. Harden kicks to Wall. Antetokounmpo against Harden. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Harden's got 12 in the game.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Timeout called, the Bucks. Greg, 11 years for you in the NBA. You had to have some favorite players that you played besides and with.
You know, it's a great call, and there were a ton of them. A few guys, though, so Gary Payton, I got a chance to play with Gary for a year and have known him. We used to go at it in high school, and it's really about his personality. This is a guy that constant chatter, practice on the court. That's what fed his confidence. Charles Oakley, another guy, he would run through a wall or through you to win a game. And then Scottie Pippen later in my career, just a winner and somebody who I competed against for many years, but then having the opportunity to play with up close, I got a greater appreciation for his skill set.
Harden draws the double, kicks it out to Gordon, shoots the three. It's not going to go for him. Now the Bucks take it the other way. Here's Connaughton. Second chance effort, and it's Antetokounmpo with the bucket inside. He's got 18.
And Giannis just gobbling up the rebound, just spreads his wing out there, and the ball falls right into it.
Back to Harden. Oh, and James Harden throws it down hard.
And this is how a floor leader makes a statement. Harden just put the other team on notice.
59 seconds left to play in the third. Augustine looking around. Pass to Giannis. A fader. James Harden with the rebound. Rockets leading by 10. Cousins trying to free himself up. Shot up two there.
And it's another James Harden special we're witnessing here tonight. I think this fella's got some game.
Augustine passes to Craig. Back to Augustine. Down his high post. And the double up on Antetokounmpo. Passes to Craig for the three. Good. And it's Giannis picking up the assist. Craig's got his first 3 points of the game.
Just more and more you see these small little plays that give you an idea how much Giannis is assimilating with his offensive game. Angles, passes, and more playmaking.
And the basket by Gordon.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from Rain.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Houston on top. They lead by 12. We'll be back shortly live from Houston, Texas. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. On the floor for Milwaukee starting the fourth quarter, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Then there's Bobby Portis, and it's Forbes in at the point guard. Pass to Wall. Some nice passing there by Houston. Wood kicks to McLemore. Back to Wood. Shot clock at 6. Ball against Middleton. Baseline J on the way. Now the pass to Wood. To the wing on the left. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. And the Rockets making a change here. Harden's checked in. The Bucks also changing it up. Lopez, he's checked in for Portis. And it's Drew Holiday in for Pat Connaughton. How about that mobile one block we just saw? Amazing defensive work.
And they're determined to add to the lead, not with more offense, but with big-time D.
Wood against Antetokounmpo. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
It just keeps coming at you. Giannis has so much energy, and when he's this aggressive, he is just a dynamite offensive player.
Harden outside. And the rejection by Giannis. Pass to Wood. Second chance shot, and the jumper is good.
And yeah, he's not messing around. He wants no part of a comeback in this one.
Well, he's grabbed a tee and a blanket because he's putting this one to bed.
It's good, and the Rocket lead is cut down now to just 10 points with that basket from Antetokounmpo.
Disappointing as a player to have such a great game and still be trailing. Not over yet, though.
Timeout call for Rockets. Milwaukee making a switch. DiVincenzo's checked in. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, guys. Well, the Rockets coach had some words for his team during the timeout. He wants them to maintain their balanced attack, but he told them they're doing a great job of finding space out on the perimeter, which has led to all those good shots. He likes the rhythm and the flow of this offense. He just told them, keep shooting it with confidence. Kevin?
It's good, and the Rocket lead is cut down to 8 on the bucket from Antetokounmpo.
It's going to take a little more to get Antetokounmpo off of his mark there, adept at finishing those difficult shots.
Harden draws the double to the inside. Here's House. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Harden's got his 4th assist in this one. Bucks trail by 10. And here's Giannis. Middleton on the wing. Sinks the triple. Middleton's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
And that kind of consistency from Middleton from 3, that's huge.
And here's Harden for 3. And finished off by Wood.
Pushing the action, getting others involved. He does it time and time again.
Nice to play with a point guard that takes pride in playmaking. It made you move around just a little bit faster to get open spots.
Kept alive. Here's Antetokounmpo. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play. DeMarcus Cousins. He's checked in for the Rockets. Gordon comes in for Christian Wood.
Giannis come back from the summer and what he's done to up his game. Get a little bit stronger in the weight room, be a little bit better ball handler, play a little bit more aggressively. The guy's competing to be one of the best players in the business. And kind of par for the course here, right? Coming through with a solid offensive game to help them get this lead.
A drive by Giannis. The shot comes out, so Houston will take it the other way. Left side, Wall. Kicks to Harden. Step back shot, and Houston again with the bucket.
And it looks like just playing the last bit of this one out in what should be a nice win here for the Rockets.
And it may be a comfortable win for him, but, you know, they had to weather a few storms along the way, and that's all part of the story.
Yeah, Kevin, this was by no means the runaway that it might appear to be. It was a scrappy performance, though, all the way through.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for James Harden.
So sharp on the passing tonight. You know, guys can get into a rhythm that way, too.
51 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Shots good by Middleton.
Focus from Chris Middleton like he'd been there before. I don't know if he saw the defense. The results were good.
Harden draws the double. Back to Wall for three. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. And the Rockets lead by 11.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A very, very decisive victory for the club tonight.
The shot and game clock separated by 4. Harden draws the double, and it's Wall in the corner. House the pass to Harden. And here's Gordon. Shoots over DiVincenzo. 5 to shoot. Harden inside the three-point line. Off the left rim and out. Here's Holiday. Lays it up off the glass.
Well, even though Drew Holiday gets hit there, he finds a way to finish through the contact with that bucket.
So we see the Rockets get the win here. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. And once they started to really play in rhythm, you never felt like they had any doubts as to whether or not they were going to win.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, James. Congrats on the win. What's your team's mindset right now in terms of approach?
Our consistency and our attention to detail. You know, we're a young team, but we got to focus on the small things. Our hard work is going to be enough as well.
Great effort tonight, James. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks. For Brent Berry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long.